Wait, wait, show me again. My name's Justin Jedlica, and I'm also known as the Human Ken Doll, and I'm here representing the men of West Hollywood that's now being released to you in Australia. We're going to take a look at some of my photos from my Instagram. So that is the image of the Men of West Hollywood show. We premiered here a bit ago in the States and now just opening up in Australia. And so it's a show about 6 men in West Hollywood, 3 gay and 3 straight, and sort of our lives here in Hollywood, sort of the differences and similarities between gay and straight men. Do we have the same differences, problems as straight people have? We, me. Oh God. Oh, that was my condo in New York City a long time ago. One of my role models, I mean, I've always loved Joan. I had the privilege of seeing her many times when she used to try out her skits and her new material at little dive bars, believe it or not. I definitely always idealized, her look, obviously, because she was known for looking extremely plastic and not making any sort of excuses for it and owning her truth and loving it. And I always appreciated that about Joan. Quite filtered, how dare you? We look like that in person, do we not? I know, in Australia, I'm known as Courtney. I've known Courtney for a long time. She's always been super lovely. I met her on an Atlantis cruise. First as Shane, and then later as Courtney, and always has been so lovely, super sweet, and so inspiring. And I have nothing but admiration for her. An icon, for sure. I love Sydney. I've always considered myself more of like a Sydney boy. Quite often was going to Melbourne for years and years and years. But I always more identified as a Sydneyite, if you will, right? We love going out in Sydney. It's very much a mirror image, I guess is what I should say, of LA. But I always had felt like if there was a place I was going to move to Australia, it would be to Sydney. So this was a photo shoot I had done with a girlfriend of mine. It was just sort of like identifying the different implants and the different surgeries that I've had over the years. So, I mean, to the tune today of like over $1 million, and I have 23 implants in to date and over 1,000 cosmetic procedures. So it's always fun when you get to capture some portion of that with a photographer who is intrigued by body modification. Yes, that was by my friend Joseph Jasso, and he's a very talented photographer here. He's always into doing things that are a little bit more extreme and edgy. So we put me in a backpack and we sucked all the air out of it, and he was quite turned on by the fact that the plastic was hugging my plastic. What we did as far as an image was kind of striking and very different. So my experiences on Botched have been long. I was the initiating episode on Botched, and to date, I will have filmed 8 episodes with them. 7 have been released, 1 yet to come. That show really gave me the opportunity to feature not just my lifestyle, but also sort of my talent when it comes to body modification. I mean, on multiple occasions there, I've now designed implants for people who suffered from things like Poland's disease, where it wasn't just a purely cosmetic purpose. They were definitely a stepping stone in my life that enabled me to sort of get out my creativity and help to build a career off of my interest in plastic surgery. My Instagram is kind of a hodgepodge, to be honest. It's not about necessarily just portraying some sort of a look or having a thirst trap or just being career-based. Mine is sort of a catch-all for everything. It just sort of is what it is when it comes down to what I'm interested in at the moment. Hopefully, people who follow me can appreciate that. I'm super excited for people to be able to see the Men of West Hollywood in Australia. It's been a long time coming, if you get through all the fights and the arguments that happen.